Kevin Costner's Horizon franchise now facing legal trouble as wait for Chapter 2 continues. Kevin Costner's Horizon, an American Saga franchise, is now wrapped up in a legal dispute as Chapter 2 remains without a release date. Representing a major passion project for Costner, the franchise features the Yellowstone star as writer, director, producer, and star in what was laid out as a four-part exploration of the settling of the American West before and after the Civil War. The first film hit theaters last summer and vastly underperformed, leading to the scrapping of Horizon, an American Saga. Chapter 2's release in theaters, with Chapters 3 and 4 also in limbo. Per their New Line Cinema and Horizon series, Kevin Costner's loan-out firm, are now in the midst of a legal battle regarding financing for the Horizon franchise. The two companies reportedly had a co-financing agreement in place, which would have required both New Line and Horizon series to repay a portion of the financing to City National Bank. The dispute reportedly began with legal action by City National Bank, which initiated arbitration proceedings against both New Line and Horizon series. New Line then responded by filing a cross-claim against Costner's company in order to receive repayment as part of its defense. The Horizon franchise is a unique case in the world of Hollywood. Costner bet on himself with the franchise, sinking at least $50 million of his own money into it, on top of deferring his fees and mortgaging his Santa Barbara mansion. The reception to Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1, however, wasn't glowing from critics, and the film grossed just $38 million worldwide on a budget thought to be around $100 million. The sequel was supposed to hit theaters 7 weeks later, but this plan was shifted to give audiences more time to discover the first film on streaming. Chapter 2 has been filmed and premiered at the Venice International Film Festival last September, but as of writing, there's no release date in sight for it. Filming on Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 3 got underway last year, but that film has reportedly stalled due to a lack of financing. Chapter 4 similarly remains a question mark. This latest legal battle is yet another setback for the Horizon franchise, raising more questions about whether the third and fourth films will ever actually see the light of day. Costner has previously expressed his commitment to making all 4 Horizon, an American Saga movies, but the obstacles are mounting and Chapter 4 feels like a long shot at this point. Even Chapter 3 will be lucky to make it to movie theater screens. The best path forward, given the franchise's current status, may be to somehow evolve the third film into a franchise finale to avoid the story going unfinished. Unfortunately for Costner, Westerns are not as popular as they once were. Though Westerns do sometimes take off on streaming, it seems like viewers are less willing to see these movies in theaters, which is a big problem for a 4-part theatrical epic in the genre. It remains to be seen how the Horizon, an American Saga situation will play out, but Costner's 4-movie vision is looking increasingly unlikely to come to fruition. Kevin Costner's ambitious passion project Horizon, an American Saga, is facing stormy weather once again, but this time it's not just about the long wait for its release. Legal trouble is now knocking at the door of the sweeping Western franchise, threatening to upend what was meant to be the crowning jewel of the Oscar-winning actor's storied career. Costner, a man who has ridden the highs and lows of Hollywood like a true frontier cowboy, has poured years of energy, creative vision, and personal fortune into Horizon. The multi-part film epic, envisioned as a sprawling saga covering the expansion of the American West across 15 years of frontier history, had already been the talk of the industry for its sheer scale. He co-wrote it, directed it, starred in it, and even mortgaged a slice of his fortune to make it happen. But now, legal entanglements are threatening to derail the franchise before the full saga can even be unspooled. A vision in trouble. Costner's dream for Horizon was never small. In interviews, he described it as a legacy project, a deep dive into a rugged and untamed chapter of American history, layered with emotion, grit, and grandeur. Initially intended to span 4 feature films, the first 2 were filmed back-to-back in 2022 and 2023 with Horizon. An American saga. Chapter 1 set for theatrical release in June 2024, followed by Chapter 2 just a month later. But then, silence. No trailers, no promotion, no confirmation of a 3rd or 4th chapter filming schedule. And now, the silence is breaking for the wrong reasons. Legal disputes emerge. Sources close to the project confirm that a legal dispute has emerged between Costner's production company, Territory Pictures, and one of the film's financiers, reportedly over breach of contract and budgetary overruns. One party alleges that agreed-upon funds were withheld, causing delays and last-minute scrambling during post-production. The other claims Costner made creative and financial decisions outside the boundaries of the contract, resulting in spiraling costs and schedule changes. At the center of the dispute, control over distribution rights, marketing strategies, and the final cut of the films. Costner, known for his meticulous and sometimes uncompromising approach, is reportedly pushing back hard against any effort to alter his original vision. That's not surprising for a man who famously feuded with studios over Waterworld and The Postman, films that may have stumbled at the box office but became cult classics over time. Still, industry insiders say this time feels different. Costner is no longer the scrappy upstart with a limitless studio safety net. He's the lone rider of a massive financial gamble. Mounting costs and missing timelines. According to insiders, the first 2 Horizon films ballooned past their original combined budget of $100 million. The sets were grand, the cast extensive, and the logistics of shooting on location in Utah and Arizona proved more costly than expected. Factor in pandemic-era scheduling headaches and union contract complexities, and the production became a labyrinth of legal obligations. Worse still, the distributor originally attached to the project, New Line Cinema, has reportedly pulled back on full promotional support until the legal matters are resolved. Marketing departments have been instructed to halt any campaign until the fate of Chapter 1's release is clear. While the films are completed and ready to go, the dispute is freezing momentum, a blow to Costner, who had hoped to premiere the first installment at Cannes or Venice. Fallout for cast and crew. Meanwhile, the massive ensemble cast, including Santa Miller, Sam Worthington, Luke Wilson, and Jenna Malone, are left in limbo. Several had signed on for recurring roles across multiple chapters of Horizon, lured by the promise of prestige and a potential award season darling. But with filming for Chapters 3 and 4 indefinitely delayed, many are reportedly seeking exit clauses or compensation for missed work opportunities. A source close to one actor said, "This was supposed to be the next Yellowstone, cinematic, powerful, career-defining. Now we're all sitting around waiting to hear if it's ever going to come out." A tarnished Horizon. The irony, of course, is that Costner left Yellowstone, the hit show that revitalized his career, in part to focus on Horizon. His sudden departure from Taylor Sheridan's juggernaut sparked drama and speculation, especially since his character, Patriarch John Dutton, was left in narrative purgatory. Some insiders now speculate that the legal complications with Horizon may have begun before his exit from Yellowstone, contributing to behind-the-scenes tensions with Sheridan and Paramount.